Yes, people. Right, this is my new channel, and it's called LFC Talk. The longer version is Liverpool Football Talk. Okay. Now it's going to be me and my brother hitting it up. Okay. So you're going to get content from me, both me and him. Okay, on different days. Okay, sometimes I might not be able to do it, so he will have to take the reins, and then vice versa stuff. Okay. I'm doing this live stream on my phone at the moment because when you do it through the computer, you have to wait 24 hours for authorization. Okay, before you can go live as such. So I'm doing it through my computer at the moment. All right. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So and as I said, sort of like if you like, if you like this like content in relation to Liverpool Football Club, and you are a fan, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, okay? And you will get all the content that I can offer in the way of transfers, ins and outs, general things happening with the club, and plus the under 23s as such as well. So you'll be getting a lot of lot of content in for this channel. Okay. So in this show, I'll say in this show, we're going to be talking about Fabinho. We'll talk about him. I mean, that just came out of the blue, and I think of that. We'll talk about him. We're going to be talking about Nabil Fekir, also Mo Salah, and Loris Karius. So when we talk about those four people at the moment, 444, get in there. We're going to talk about those four people in this live stream. Okay, so as I said, if you like football content and you're a supporter of Liverpool, you're a fan, remember to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, please, if you could, please. More support is vital. Okay, right. So let's start off this discussion, this show with news of Fabinho. Okay, now that came out of the blue to me because not I don't think many people kind of know about this Fabinho and think that right. Um, he's a beast. Trust me. As a one guy of the Liverpool bench, he kind of like described him as a beast, and it's true. I mean, I had him on my UEFA on the PlayStation. I had him on the PlayStation. I was like, as you do, you play the game, you look at the chance. I just saw this guy and I said, yeah, get him over here. But no, that's what good with that. I never thought for 1 minute, never thought for 1 minute of thinking that right, that he will be at Liverpool Football Club. But they've moved fast, which is very encouraging because I think one of the main criticisms for last season, I think that with Liverpool was the fact that they sort of like they took too long in identifying their targets. In fact, there's a lot of messing about, especially when it came to the Virgil van Dijk situation. There was a lot of messing about. So, the fact that they that sort of like, nobody knew about this and it just happened like that, because I think everybody was still on like the Champions League. You know, what happened in Champions League, and also the thing that if there was any transfers they were thinking about Naby Fekir and was thinking about either All Black or Allison. Nobody thought about him. Come out of the blue, and as I said, he's a very very good player. He's box to box, so I understand. He can play right back and obviously centre midfield and from that. So he's like a defensive midfielder, a holding midfielder. And I've always said, not being funny, I've always said, and I think that's what Liverpool have been lacking for a good few seasons now is a defensive midfielder that's going to sit there and say, like, right, you know what, you're not getting past me. You're not getting past me. You understand? So that's what we need. You know what I mean? A player like that. So I'm very happy with number one the way that Liverpool's moved on this. They ain't messed about anything. That just got the deal done. So like, you want 39 million rising to 45 million. You know what I mean? You want that? Fine. You know what I mean? Let's get this deal. over and done with. Do you know what I mean? Because this is a player that we truly want in our squad. You know what I mean? And plus the fact that then they sort of like Fabinho had a chat with him as well and said, look, it's a very good club and so on, so on, so on. But like so it's very good signs. Do you know what I mean? It's very good signs that sort of like that how Liverpool have done this situation, and we should expect more on the transfer front and everything that. So we got a very very good acquisition to our squad. Do you know what I mean? Very good, and always saying anything. If you want to win titles and everything that, you have to go out and buy the best. And if it means like spending, you know, this amount of money and everything that, right? You know what I mean? It has to be done. You just got to do it. You just got to do it and everything that because you get what you pay for. Do you know what I mean? You just get what you pay for. So that deal at the day is done and out the way now. So like, he can really get like a good pre-season. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking for him to get a really good pre-season with Liverpool and for that. 'Cause I think that's important. That's vitally important at the day for these players at the day to have a good pre-season with the club and everything that, so they can get used to the teammates and get used to the style of their new club, the way they play, and so forth. So like it's very very good that these players at the day can get like a good pre-season. So I think that's one of the reasons why sort of like Klopp wants to get, Klopp and the club want to get their transfers done as quick as possible. Identify the players, buy the players, so they can get a good pre-season. Also, some of these players that they're after, they're in the World Cup. I think that, and put it this way, as the further you get in the World Cup, is the more that these agents want to add on the price. Do you know what I mean? So whereas that you might pay 40 million at the end of the day for a player, and I think that he gets to the quarterfinals of that tournament, and you probably shoots up about 70 million. Do you know what I mean? That's the extra 30 million at the end of the day you could have saved. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to get him done out of the way. Naby Fekir now. That looks to me that looks kind of like a surety in the way of sort of like it is going to happen. Okay, that really looks like it's going to happen. So I mean, the talks are advanced as they have been before. Do you know what I mean? And it's looking very promising. I mean, he's not saying much. You know what I mean? Which I can understand. You know what I mean? He's not saying much as like say, well, yeah, I'm definitely going to come to Liverpool, or definitely not. And I think that he's kind of like sitting on the fence at the moment still. But like you can understand that because he has got a World Cup to think about, and I think that so he probably doesn't want to give away too much. You know what I mean? And doesn't want to kind of lose his concentration on what he's preparing himself for, which is the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? So he's saying you know that like all I'm concentrating on now is the World Cup and so on. And I think that, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a bit here on the website. Okay, it's like Liverpool Echo, and he's saying like Fabinho is actually trying to convince him at the end of the day to actually join him in a club. You know what I mean? And saying that this is a club to pay for and so forth. I mean, this guy's just come in and and he immediately recognises. And he's a good thing there about Never Fekir in the way that how he sort of like plays. Do you know what I mean? And he's saying that this is not a person that's just been playing like this season. He's been playing like this all the time. He broke through in Leon. So it's promising, and if it promising in the way that talks are going, because it seems me, and the day like from what I can understand, is talks are advanced. They're at the advanced stage, so that is very promising. So I would expect some form of news in the day next couple of days, and I think that will be promising in the way that sort of like in a transfer. I mean, there's probably might come down to the fact that they sort of like the transfer fee and personal terms and so on, so on, so on. Do you know what I mean? Because that can drag itself out. I mean, it's obviously different with Fabinho because what I can understand is that Fabinho's not in the World Cup squad. He's representatives are in England anyway. down Canary Wharf and everything like that. And you know that Liverpool got offices in London anyway, so it kind of makes it a bit more easier than doing it with Fekir, which is in the actual national squad and everything. And they've probably gone off, you know, on the pre-season because they beat Ireland yesterday 2-0, and Nikir Fekir, sorry, he played exceptionally well from what I can see. So I would like to see that acquisition coming to our club and everything. I would love that acquisition to come club because one of the things what I found the other night with the Champions League and everything that right, our bench looked pretty weak. It looked very very weak. So having a player like that come into your squad and everything that can only sort of like bode well for your squad. We need to strengthen our squad. We need to know at the end of the day if people like Mane or Salah or Fabinho and everything like have to come off because they get injured or whatever it may be. Do you know what I mean? We need to know we got a natural good replacement to say, well, like, you know what, go and do your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at the bench yesterday and now the other night, Saturday night, looking at the bench and everything now, and people was moaning when I was in the pub. People was moaning the fact that they sort of like in the way that sort of like Adam Lallana come on, it's like why bring Adam Lallana? When you look at the bench and everything, there's nothing else he could have brought on. There's just nobody else he could have brought on apart from Emre Can and everything. And he's fucking off soon anyway. He's going to Juventus and everything. Now it looks like that looks like a done deal. Do you understand me? So apart from that and I think that there's nobody putting on the field, so you had to really put them on still. You know what I mean? And I think at the day they might be looking to part company with Alabama because good player, but he gets injured a lot, and I think that, and plus he's like he's getting on and getting on. Do you know what I mean? So we have to see what happens with that. But like Naby Fekir, sorry, the Naby Fekir transfer looks very very promising. I should expect some announcements in the next couple of days. And excuse me, when any announcement happen, I will sort of like I will be telling you lot on this channel. You know what I mean? So you will hear about it. Okay. Um, you might not hear about it straight away because due to work commitments, but you will hear about it. So next one is like Mo Salah. As you know, sort of like in the Champions League the other night, he had to come off because like he got injured by um, Sergio Ramos, and that to me, and then it came anyway. Says that was a blatant injury. That was a blatant. He blatantly went out. Put it this way, he blatantly went out to injure the player. That was his. No, that's what he wanted to do. That was his plan. Get rid of Salah, and the rest will fall. And yeah, we didn't play as well as we was when we did have Salah on the fit but we still played well. Still, we still limited them to very few chances and that. And when it was clean on goal, I think that right, it's like people like it's either Van Dijk came last at tackle, Lovren did the same, Trent did the same, and Robertson did the same. And Trent was amazing. In fact, the whole back four was amazing. The whole back four. Can't complain about the back four. But I would like to see another really good defender, really, rugged defender come in this transfer window. Do you know what I mean? As cover as such. Nothing like, not only your Clavon, not nothing like that. The right side of like, what I mean, 20s or something like that, and this really rugged one come in. Whether like they choose to use Gomez or whatever, somebody's got to come in. Do you know what I mean? As cover. Um, so yeah, what's happened then? Basically he's gone out and deliberately injured him without. Now the talk is now is that the Liverpool the talk is now from Liverpool, is that most Salah's representatives, these lawyers, are looking to take legal proceedings against Sergio Ramos, which I think is right, because that was just blatantly sort of like that was blatant scum business. That you have to be some sort of scum to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because the things that he could have blatantly ruined his career, and to be after and like to go laughing and joking with the linesman and think that it's pathetic. That's not good. So like, um, I'm not sure of what stage the legal proceedings are happening, but like when I find out, I will actually let you know and stuff. But yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. Sue him. Do something to him. He should not be allowed to get away with that because there's apparently they signed a petition, and it's like you got at least 400,000 people so far are signed a petition for Sergio Ramos to get, basically some sort of disciplinary from the FA. Do you know what I mean? Or FIFA. But whether that happened, I don't know. But like I know at the day, sort of like solicitors at the day are very active in sort of like seeing where they stand legally to what happened with Salah. At the moment he's flew off to Spain to have surgery in his shoulder and for that. So we just have to see how that pans out. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause I wouldn't like to see him miss out on the World Cup for a reason like that. Do you know what I mean? So I'll keep you updated on that. Okay. Um, in respect to Loris Karius, let's talk about him at the end of the day, sort of like going abroad. You know what I mean? I was looking on something earlier, and if I just trap back here, if you let me, it's so slow, this computer. Um, there was something about him going to something about him going abroad. I don't know if I can get back up again now. Is it this one? Let's have a look at this one. Uh, I think it's on the, yeah, sure it's on the Independent. I'm sure it's on the Independent. It's talking about. Um, I can't find it now, but there's talk about that Loris Karius going to abroad. I'm not too sure whereabouts. One says to rebuild, one says it in there because his career is in tatters after what happened the other night. I choose to believe the latter. I think he's in tatters. I don't think he can play for the club again. Not after there's two catastrophic mistakes. One's bad enough, but to have two, that is inconceivable. Do you know what I mean? However, there are people that in the day that are giving death threats. Do not agree with that. Do not agree with that. Do not agree with that. Don't. People shouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he knows he messed up, and I think that I know he messed up, and the whole of Liverpool fans know he's messed up. But you know, death threats are going a bit too far. Okay. Um. But yeah, so he's supposed to be abroad for this. More news on that situation. I think that we will let you know. Okay. So that's it really for the time being. We touched on Fabinho, our new signing, and we've touched on Nabil Fekir, the potential signing. So hopefully we can get that done this week. Touched on Salah, see what's happening with him, and we touched on Loris Karius. I think that. So we have to see how those two situations. Sorry, two. Can't count now. You have to see how those four situations pan out, and then I would let you know of what's going on. Okay. This is Rods for LFT, the LFT channel. Okay, that stands for Liverpool Talk Channel. Okay, Liverpool Football Club Talk Channel. I'm gonna leave it at F because people are gonna think well that doesn't sound right. No, it's Liverpool Football Talk Channel. Okay, so my name's Rod, and hopefully I should see you again. Okay, when I've got more news on what's happening with Liverpool in the way of transfers in and transfer out, and basically general news on Liverpool. Okay, do remember if you like, hit the like button. Okay, give me a thumbs up, and also hit the subscribe button as well. Okay. Um, I just really, at the end of the day, sort of like want people to get on board and actually check it out. Check it out for yourself, okay? So, as I said, this is Rod signing off, and I will see you all soon. You'll never walk alone.